Yo guys, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. I'm AidanMCJ. Today's video is my motorbike reveal. Now, as you would have seen in the title, the original video went slightly wrong, whereas I had quite a few problems after I did the start up and everything, and the bike caught fire. Now, that wasn't absolutely great. So the original video was taken about a year ago. It is now fixed, but it's not going to pass its MOT. So basically I'm going to be restoring the bike. Now this video is going to be a bit up and down and different sections of video. So the first section of video is obviously we're going to have a look at the bike in the cinematics, and then the bike was sitting for about 6 months outside. Now it did have a cover on it, and I did go out and lube the chain up quite often, but obviously you guys know that 6 months makes a massive difference to a bike's lifespan if it's not in a warm and ventilated area as well. If it's out in the cold, even under a rack and stuff, it can do damage to the bike. Now, I did have the bike running for over this year, up until about October time, whereas it would have failed the MOT. So I had my stepdad bring up here to his unit with obviously all of his bikes and stuff. Very, very nice bikes in the background. Probably will be doing some reviews on them as well. Hopefully you'll let me out on them. And the really, really nice cars in the background as well. But for now, we're going to shoot into the original video footage I took about a year ago of the bike before the inevitable happened and it broke down. So, let's talk to that. So before we can start the bike, guys, we actually have to, if you see down here, we've got the tyre inflator and the battery to put on. So obviously we've got to lift up the seat, put the battery on and all that, but I'm going to blow up the tyres first. Now we've inflated the tyres to the right pressures. It's about 32 on the front or 34. And then 34 on the back. I'm normally run about 30 to 32 on the front, and then 34 to 36 on the back, depending on whether I've got someone on the back or not. The back tyre actually has got a little puncture problem, so I'm going to have to get that sorted at some point pretty soon. It normally goes over about 4 to 5 days or something, so it's not a major problem, but I do want to get it sorted for the restoration. So the next thing to do is pop the seat off and then put the battery in. It's not the hardest job, to be fair. It shouldn't take too long. Pull the seat off like so. Just put that down there, and there is where we're working with. So we've got to get this tray off, then the battery sits underneath. So let's do that. Okay guys, now we've got the tray out. It's actually over there. Loads of friggin' rubbish because everyone seems to dump their rubbish over by my bike, but still. So the batteries sits in this little holder here. There's the positive terminal and the negative terminal. So a little bit further down the line, it's not going to be much further down the line, you have to lift the tank out to get to the air filter, which is just here, which I will be swapping as well because it's been in the bike for about 8,000 miles now. So that needs to be done as well. Now, as you can see, the battery is sat in the little battery tray, and we're going to put the negative wire on first, and then the positive. Obviously we don't want to put the positive on first because that's the one that carries all the current. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to have the moment of truth and see if it starts. We're looking for the sweep and the normal lights. I've got a little bit of a dodgy barrel. There you go. So we're looking for the sweep. Got a little bit of a dodgy barrel. There you go. So we got the sweep. And then this bit is a little bit more tricky because as I do it, I've got to do the choke and press the thingy. I've got 103 miles on it, so I've got approximately about 15 miles of fuel, so I can get to the fuel station, because obviously I've been starting the bike up a little bit, and this is the literally like the trickiest bit. Just rest this on here while I try and start it, and then I'm gonna have to grab the camera pretty quick. And oh, there you go, there's a little bit of power. And she starts. Yeah, a little bit more choke needed. You're probably not going to be able to hear me now because the bike is so friggin' loud. But she lives. She lives. Yes. She hasn't been started for 6 months, and on basically the first time she's started straight away. Magic. Experience to be back on Nesco. Neck warmer's getting in my bloody way. What an experience to be back on the bike again. Oh, and I think she might have run out of fuel. Might be running out of fuel now. It wasn't losing power, which is what it normally does when it's fucking dark. Weird. Sake. Oh shit, it's gone. For fuck's sake. I've got fuel involved or not. Get it reversed. I've probably died. I was just nipping to the fuel station. I was like, it can't have run out of fuel. I looked in, there's loads of fuel in it. Why has it got to be so heavy? God damn. Fucking first ride back out on it as well. Got it all on YouTube as well, so that'll be a good video. So as you saw on the other camera guys, on my helmet, the bike cut out. So at the moment we're at the side of the road with the bike just behind me. There you go, and just waiting for our old friends the AA to come out. So in the next video we will actually get some fuel in it. It didn't run out of fuel, it's an electrical issue. We think it's the earth, but we've got to get the AA out because I'm quite far from home. So yeah, it's a crap day really. Well, I got hot chocolate, so it's sound. Our man has arrived. So guys, as you can see, underneath, well, the AA man, not us, has actually had to bypass the alarm system because it actually caught fire underneath, where you can see the burning wires there and the many wires down here. So whoever gave me this bike, cheers you sound. So yeah, it's going to be fixed now, but we're going to have to look into maybe rewiring the whole loom and getting it sorted. So yeah, guys, this is the wire that came off it. Look at that wire. It's literally caught fire while I've been riding because the guy used like speaker cable. She lives, guys, she lives. Yeah. So as you could see, the bike didn't do great. Obviously I pumped all the tyres up, I got everything going, lubed up the chain again, and then had her going. We got down to by the train station and it conked out. Now originally I thought I'd ran out of petrol, but on further inspection it had fuel in it. But obviously it hadn't been started for 6 months. It did have a new battery put on it as well to get it going, but obviously as it hadn't been started for 6 months, I didn't really expect it to go so well anyways. So the problem was that it cut the ignition wire, and basically when I had to get the AA to come repair the bike, he said that just underneath the fuel tank, the person that wired up the alarm system on the bike ridiculously used speaker wire, which actually caught fire underneath the fuel tank, so probably could have blown me to bits, but still, we're still here, so we're thankful for that. Praise Jesus. But also, that could have been a catastrophic turn of events if that had gone up, so whoever that was, fuck you. So yeah, obviously I did have it running, went to work quite a few times. I did do the oil and filter, but obviously it was just an unfortunate thing to happen. But yeah, so as you can see that on the front end, guys, the front screen is off. That's because me and Rob in the background are fitting a new tyre, a new screen and some other bits to the bike. So we shall be getting throughout this series of videos, just after this video goes out, we'll start stripping the bike down, cleaning it, you know, getting rid of all the rusty bits and stuff. It's only going to be a budget build. We're not going to spend absolutely loads of money on this bike, because obviously it is a Bandit. It's only worth about £1,000, give or take, when it's in really good condition as well. It is in pretty good condition with the age and obviously standing for so long. But in this restoration, we'll be changing the front screen. We'll be doing a couple of little bits to the framework, respraying. I will be taking the side panels off of the engine as well, to get them cleaned up, and probably change the bolts as well. We're going to look at the front brakes. The back tyre is going to be changed, and we're also going to change the chain as well, because it's got a couple of hard spots. And we're going to do a little bit of exhaust work as well, and just a bit of tarting up basically. So yeah, that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It wasn't great having to wait a year to film the rest of the video, but that's what we have to do when we have little side projects on the side. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you did like the video, then please drop a like on the button below, and comment as well if you have a Bandit as well. I'd like to hear what your stories are with your Bandits and your motorbikes as well. And yeah, and if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification as well, and we'll see you in the next one.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man ain't feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from dealing. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with a bat, snapping with a phone and dab.